everyone. Good morning. Hi, Tiffany Mint here with Morning Tea with Tiffany. And actually, I just got back from my walk. I never even got my tea this morning. So no tea for me today. Like always, we start every morning with our morning prayer. And I don't see, I think maybe I might have one person on right now, not sure. But we're going to go ahead and get started. I want to try and finish on time today because I've got a webinar that I need to prepare for that I'm facilitating later this afternoon. So I need to get moving on that. But for those of you who are here, thank you so much for joining. Hey, Karen. Hey, thank you. Thanks for watching. So we're going to go ahead. Like I said, it's a little after, it's 8:16 actually. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our morning prayer. Dear Lord, I pray today that I will yield my spirit completely to you, that you may use me as you please. I pray that you will provide me opportunities to show people how much you mean to me. Give me discretion to know what to say and how to say it. Make me bold enough that I may proclaim salvation cheerfully and joyfully. I pray that the seeds you allow me to plant will grow and mature. I am forever grateful for the cross. May I proclaim it in a contagious way today. In Jesus' name, amen. So we talked yesterday about being purposeful in our purpose, right? And so I thought that this prayer that I chose really sort of, spoke to that. Because we're all looking for ways to show people, how much they mean to us, show people how much God means to us. And I think, it's important to give praise every single day for everything that we have and ask God to help us in our purpose. So with that being said, I want to start with some announcements. By the way, the day today is just absolutely beautiful. I mean, I don't know how warm it's going to get, but this morning on my walk, it was really sunny and breezy, and I mean, just a beautiful day. And I was listening to some melodies by Kirk Franklin this morning on my walk, and it was so motivational. It was really good. All right, so announcements. Yesterday, we talked about being purposeful, right? In our purpose, having some intent every day with the things that we do. So I wanted to sort of tighten up our live a little bit and really kind of have some intent and purpose. Although I think there is purpose, there always has been, but just really to identify, some things that we want to accomplish, every single day. And one of those things is, I want people to be able to share what they have going on. I want to be able to share the things that I have going on and what those needs are. And if there is someone out there in the audience who can help us achieve some of our goals, then I want to be able to make that happen, for all of my listeners and for myself. So with that being said, we are going to, every day in the announcements, for those of you who did not watch yesterday, every day in our announcements, I'm going to highlight a piece of my business, what I do. I'm going to talk about what my needs are. I'm going to share with you, different courses and mentorship programs and whatever it is I'm offering. There's going to be a feature every single day of that. And in doing that, I also want to share, this audience and share this audience with everybody else, So if there is something that you want to share, that you want to promote, I want to feature a new business, nonprofit, any projects, whatever it is that you might be working on, I want to feature that as well. Okay. So, with that being said, I want to talk about some of the things that I have going on, and then I'm going to feature a nonprofit that we've spoke on before, but I want to give some real details. Okay. So, TSM highlights. Okay. Name of my company is TSM Mortgage Professionals. Those that watch faithfully know my company. And we are a training and professional development company. All right. And we also focus on training individuals who seek a career in mortgage banking and finance. Okay, so we offer mortgage and banking finance courses for those who want to, who have a goal of joining the mortgage industry. I get so many calls all the time, like just, from friends, family, wanting to know what it is that I do and how do I get into that business. So this is your opportunity to be able to, take one of these classes or courses, and I can show you exactly what it is that I do. So today, the highlight for my business is mentorship. Okay. So I'm going to, just give you a little piece of what we do, and I'll give you, the website, email address, how to contact me in case you're interested. So with our mentorship program, our training areas really revolve around, like I said, professional development and leadership training. Okay. And the goal is really to identify, the strengths and development opportunities in our clients and provide them with the tools that they need to be successful in their career path, whether that's mortgage banking, whether it's sales, whatever it is, whatever that career path is. All right. So a couple of our mentorship programs are leadership coaching, executive coaching, and I mentioned to you yesterday the peer-to-peer workshops. Hey, good morning, Monica. Thanks for joining. We're going through our announcements this morning. So if you have an interest in mentorship, okay, I spoke today about our professional mentorship. You guys all come onto my morning tea with Tiffany every morning for mentorship, whether you believe it or understand it or not, because you want to hear what we talk about and what we have to say, and you're making life changes, big changes, small changes as a result of it. So, and this is just a small piece of what I do on this live. So, if you want more, you like what you hear and you want more of it, on maybe even on a one-on-one basis, please give me a call. All right. So my website, tsmmortgageprofessionals.com, email me at tmynt, that's TMYINT, at tsmmtgpros.com, or call me at 804-505-0887. All right. So I hope to hear from you guys. If you see something on the website that interests you, or if you have an interest in more of the mentorship programs. So another featured business, because like I said, I'm going to share, those individuals who want to share, what they've got going on. And Karen Bailey, we talked yesterday, Karen mentioned that she needed help. And we're being purposeful in our purpose, right? And I tell you guys all the time, I want to help you. I'm here to help you if there's any way that I can help you. So I told Karen to reach out to me, and because I wanted to offer her a lifeline, and she accepted. So Karen said that she would, send me some information about her business that I could share, her nonprofit that I could share, and to tell us, what it was that she needed, and she so gracefully did so. So she sent me something that I want to read to you guys, just to give you some information about her business, what she does, the nonprofit, who she serves, what that purpose is, and to see if there's anybody out there who can, who has the time and is able to help Karen. So Karen says, we are a nonprofit organization that connects healthy eating and business services with helping youth, seniors, and communities. Our mission is to keep kids off the streets and raise our next generation of CEOs and entrepreneurs by reducing the impact of food deserts and food insecurities. Okay? Hunger, basically. Our youth earn and learn jobs for kids. Sorry, Karen. Fresh produce, grab bags, senior care, yard care, moving services are desperately needed locally, nationally, and globally. So we're looking for partners who can help us scale up, save lives, empower youth and families, and keep kids off the street. All right. So we are a food desert solution and COVID-19 antidote. I love that, Karen. That's great. So they have fresh produce delivery service, home delivered, healthy meals, youth training and development business services, and a desire to do even more. Karen, I want to say this to you. That youth training and development, that's something that we perhaps can partner on. So you and I should probably talk about that, because, that's what I do. I train, and it doesn't matter the age. So if there's something that we can partner on, I would like to do that. So let's connect after the live. And then, so here's where Karen needs some help, okay? They need help with local deliveries, community outreach, administrative work, website hosting, information on best national shipping services, and need help with volunteers to fill in, especially while seniors and youth ambassadors are gone. So right now with COVID-19, Karen has lost a lot of her helpers, and so she's looking for some. So if you're in the Hampton Roads area and there's something that you can do, volunteer your time to help with this nonprofit, we would greatly appreciate it. Karen would greatly appreciate it. All right, just a little bit about Karen. She started Youth Earn and Learn Jobs for Kids in 2011. She works hard to grow the management, training, development consultancy that she started in 2006. Again, Karen, you and I should partner with that training piece. She wants to help, her whole purpose was to help small businesses with government contracts and grants. Her youngest had the gimmies, if I'm saying that right, and she knew she needed to teach him how to earn money, not just tell him money doesn't grow on trees. So with that, hey, good morning, Riss. With that, she started Youth Earn and Learn Jobs for Kids. So again, Karen needs help. I gave you the information. Karen, I'm going to ask you, because the one thing I don't see here, or maybe I do, I'm sorry, yes. So Karen's telephone number is 757-714-1789. Okay, Youth Earn and Learn Jobs for Kids. And again, I think this is a great cause. My hope is that Karen and I can partnership on the training piece here. And if there's something that you all can do, please let us know. All right. So those are our announcements. But before I move into our topic, Again, if you have a business, project, nonprofit, fundraiser that you would like to promote and share, please, this is what I need you guys to do for me. Again, I told you, every day I'm going to highlight a piece of my business, TSM Mortgage Professionals, and then I'm going to highlight another business. So what I need for you guys to do for me is provide me with the name of your business, your organization, your contact information, what you need, okay? Who's your target audience, what you need, what product or service that you wish to promote, and then tell us about it in 5 sentences or less. All right. And what I want you guys to do is go to my website, tsmmortgageprofessionals.com. Please put your contact information in the Connect with Tiffany box. Okay. That's what I need from you so that we can connect. tsmmortgageprofessionals.com. Go to Connect with Tiffany. All right. And provide your information. And I will be in touch with you. All right, so that's going to be our format for announcements every single day. So I do expect to see those of you who are listening, I expect to see your contact information pop up on my website. Okay, I want to see that. We're being intentional in our purpose. Okay, that's what we're doing, being intentional in our purpose. All right, so now let's talk about, oh, hey, Andy, thanks for joining today. Guys, my cousin Larissa, my beautiful cousin Larissa is on the line today, and I'm so excited that she's here. That website that I talked to you guys about, I tell you to keep going and putting your information in there. This beautiful lady built that website for me. Okay, so Karen, I know that you needed help with website hosting. I know that Larissa's her bandwidth is full right now, but she has tons of connections. She can probably connect you with someone who can help with that website hosting because she's awesome. Larissa is also a virtual assistant, and again, I'm putting all of her stuff out there. I don't even know if she has the bandwidth right now, so she's probably like, Tiff, I don't need you promoting my stuff without me telling you. But I love her so much, and she has been such a great help to me with building my business. So if I can throw business her way, as long as she's able to do it, she's well sought out. So if she's able to do it, I want to refer as many people to her as possible because she's awesome at what she does. So that's my cousin Larissa Thomas. She's visiting with us today. All right. So today's topic is name what is enough for you. That was your topic to write about. Love you too, Riz. So name what is enough for you. All right. So if you guys want to share, start putting your stuff in the box and I will read it as we go through. Again, I want to be on time today, and it's 8:34, so I'm going to go through this. I have the gift to gab, but I'm going to try to tone it down a little bit so we can get through everything and so that I can hear from you guys. So what I felt when I looked at this writing prompt was I needed to define for myself what 2 things for me, this is what I did, define enough. Like when we say it's enough, like how do we define what enough is? So for me, I wrote down, like I said, 2 things. The first thing I wrote down was to be happy, to smile, and to not be stressed. Okay. I just want to look forward to the day ahead. There's so many things going on in life right now that, and I know you guys have felt this before, I feel it quite a bit, especially right now, is that you wake up in the morning or you go to bed at night and you're not looking forward to the next day, right? You're like, oh gosh, I'm not looking forward to tomorrow. How many of you have actually said that? I say it, and recently I've been saying it quite a bit. So for me, if I can smile and look forward to tomorrow, without feeling a burden of stress on my shoulders, that is enough for me. Okay. So your enough may change from, time to time, mine does, but right now, at the point that I'm in my life, right at this very moment, just being able to look forward to the next day is enough for me. And lately I haven't been feeling that way. The second thing that I wrote down was, all right, so this one, remember yesterday when I gave you this writing prompt, I said, you guys can take this in a number of different directions. And for me, I thought about, a few different directions myself. This direction, I wrote down, being myself is enough for me. So yesterday, our writing prompt was, what was it? Gosh, I just lost my train of thought, guys. Oh, I wish others knew this about me. I can't believe I forgot that my brain, 50, it's 50. So I really wish others knew this about me. Okay. And that kind of ties back to some of the things that we've talked about previously, which is, am I worthy? Is being myself enough for me? Is being yourself enough for you? And for me, it is. It is, but I spent years of my life trying to prove, my worth, not just to myself, but to others. But while I'm in this place in my life, or this space in my life, I do feel like I am enough. I am enough for me. Hey, good morning, Monica. So Monica says, thanks for sharing, Monica. Let me see if I can expand your comment here and put my glasses on, because you guys know I can't see without them. When I'm happy inside, I feel fulfilled, and I feel I have a great foundation financially and emotionally for my kids, especially my 2 kids who are autistic. So when I'm happy inside, I feel fulfilled. Okay. So Monica is saying that the same thing basically that, I just mentioned a minute ago, which is when I'm happy, that's enough for me. So what we have to find and figure out, what makes us happy? What makes us happy? My husband asked me that one day. We were, I don't know, getting ready for work or something. And I can't even remember how we got to that conversation, but he asked me, what are some of the things that make you happy? And, I was able to, tell him a few things that made me happy. One of those things, well, 2 major things. One, the family, my kids, him, we're happy. Right. We're in a space right now in our lives, and you guys know this, in a marriage, it's hard work, right? There's no, I'm not going to sit here and say that the struggle is not real sometimes, because it is very real. But, right now we're in a place where, everything is good, and, we're happy about the things that are happening in our lives, even in this, state of emergency that we're in, you know? So that was one thing. And then the other thing was what I'm doing with my business. You know, it makes me so happy to help people. This live makes me so happy. That's why I spend time on it every single day, you know, and it doesn't get old for me. It doesn't get old. I love it, you know. Now if I could, you know, sort of manage some of the stresses that I have, you know, in my life, you know, that are happening right at this moment, then, you know, I would truly feel happiness. Right now, I'm carrying a burden, you know, a few of them. And so it's difficult. It's very difficult. But overall, you know, just being happy is enough for me. So Monica, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it sounds like you and I are in the same boat. You know, when we are happy, when we're smiling, we feel full, you know, full of joy, full of happiness, smiling, and it's difficult to knock us down when we're in that space. So we want to be in that space every single day. Anybody else got anything? No, I don't see anything. Okay. Well, I'm going to move on. I'm not going to beat you over the head to share this morning simply because I'm on a time limit. Let's see. Andy says, oh, I need to expand it. There we go. Andy says, enough for me would be not having to worry about my family's health, to make time to take care of myself, and having enough money to easily pay bills and not have to stress about money so that I can enjoy life more. Yes, 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 and yes. Andy, isn't that the story of it all? I mean, I didn't, you know, go into much, you know, detail, you know, when I talked about happiness, but that's what it is. You know, sometimes it's those financial stresses. Excuse me. It's all the things that we have to do just to make enough to live and to, you know, have some of the things that we enjoy so much, you know. And I get it. I get that 100%. And I remember one time I said in my live, you know, one of the things about me is spontaneity, right? There are days, there are some times, and my husband hates this. He hates when I get in this place. But there are some times when I am just like, you know what? I don't care what the bills are. I don't care, you know, what happens tomorrow. Today I want to do XYZ, you know. And we do that a lot with vacations because every year we go on a vacation, whether we have the money or not. And trust me, in the last 5 years, I've been laid off 3 times from full-time work because of, you know, the industry that I'm in. You know, like I said, in mortgage banking, when you're up, you are way up. When you're down, it's down. You're down, you know, so you have to plan in between for those times because that's the market. That's the way that it is. But with that, regardless, we have always taken time to go on a family vacation. You know, we cruise a lot. That's the cheapest way for a family of 5 to be able to go and see the world, you know, and it's fun for us and we love it. And we take a week, at least 5 days, if not more. I like the 8-day cruises, but we do a minimum of 5 depending upon our budget. And we just go. And sometimes you have to do that. One thing my grandmother used or still says, you know, is the bills are going to be there regardless. And that's kind of how I'm feeling right now too. You know, like I'm experiencing some financial hardship and pain right now myself. And, you know, and it's hard. It's hard to get up in the morning and, you know, come on this live and be happy and smile, you know, it's hard, because of the financial stresses, but sometimes you just got to let that go, you know, You just got to let it go, and you just have to do it, and the faith that you have, Andy, because you are faith. You have so much faith in God. God is going to take care of you. So don't let those things stress you. I have to remind myself every day, like I said before, get a box labeled, this is God's to-do box, and put it in that box and leave it there. Okay. Because the one thing I can give you is testimony. And when I tell you that I have been in spots financially where I was like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? And when I tell you that I prayed on it and we did not miss a beat, we did not miss a beat. Do you hear me? We did not miss a beat. Now, I was stressing and worrying the whole time, like, oh my gosh, we've built so much together, and I don't want to lose all of this, and we've been in that place, a few times because of the industry, and in the beginning, not preparing properly, and when I tell you, we have never missed a beat. I was out of work for 9 months with one of my children. I can't remember. And and we had, a couple years before, had just bought this house, and I couldn't work. I was on bed rest, and my employer at the time, I got my whatever benefits you get, but they were like, listen, I was underwriting at the time. They were like, listen, we got to get somebody who can, keep up with the volume that we're producing right now. And sorry, we think you're great, but we need to replace you, is where it went, and your job will be open when you come back. But right now we, because I was trying to work from home from my bed and they were like, no, that's not going to happen. So, and we had mortgages to pay. My husband's a school teacher. Okay. Adjunct professor at night. Okay. We got houses, cars, we got, stuff. And when I tell you, we did not miss a beat. We did not miss a beat. So that being said, I know I got off like I always do, get off my tangent here. When I talk about the Lord, that's what happens. But enjoy your life, be smart, don't go out and just, Tiffany said, be spontaneous, and, then you're jet setting all over the world. But it's okay. Don't stress over that, like you said, enough for me would be not having to worry about health and being able to take care of myself. You don't have to worry about that. You don't. So, it is enough, and you just have to, you have to embrace it. Karen says, do y'all remember the movie As Good As It Gets? Oh my gosh. I was in a bad marriage, and I had to say, oh my gosh, y'all, forgive me. Okay. Oh my gosh, I was in a bad marriage, and I had to say, this is as good as it gets. It's not good enough for me, and I shifted. The years that followed and the journey I'm on, I wouldn't trade it. Karen, yes, I love that. This is not good enough for me, so I am going to make lemonade out of lemons. Did I say that right? And I am going to put myself in a place where good enough works for me. Love it. All right. Andy says, I haven't been anywhere since my honeymoon in 2002. Never been on a cruise, never been anywhere sunny. Would love to go somewhere. Girl, come with us on our next cruise. I'm inviting you and Jeff and Caitlin. Come with us. You will be surprised how inexpensively you can go on a cruise. And even if, you know, cruising is not your thing, you got a friend in Virginia Beach, okay? One of the, I guess it's not one of the best beaches, but it is a beach and it's nice and a lot of people come here. And I have a pool in my backyard, so we don't even have to go to the beach. I got palm trees too in my backyard, so you can just come, you know, sit in a chair or a hammock with palm trees, and you know, right here in my backyard, and that's free. You just got to get here. So, you are invited. All right. Karen says it's great to revisit the past and victories. They're reminders that God has this too. Yes, yes, yes. I don't even know what to say about that, Karen, because you just said it all. All right. So, what is enough for you? A lot of you guys already shared what is enough, you know, so do that. Just think about in your life, I task you with thinking about in your life, what is enough for you? Perhaps you have everything you need right now and it is enough, but you're not seeing what's in front of you, right? So task yourself with that. You know, when you sit down and you write down, you know, truly what is enough, or you write down the things that you want to have, okay, our wants and your needs, you know, and then think about the things that you have right now, okay? Are the things that you have enough? And it's okay to want more, but just acknowledge and embrace what is enough. And I think when we think about things that way, it takes some of the stress off, you know. These things are crystallizing for me right as I talk to you guys, because I'm thinking about my own life, you know, and what I need to do. And that's one of the things that I'm going to do. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to make 2 columns. I'm going to make the column of the things that I need and I want. I'm going to make a column of the things that I have right now. And I'm going to evaluate that. Again, this is all about self-reflection, right? So I'm going to evaluate those things and determine, is what I have truly enough? And I know the answer to that question already, but I still want to do the exercise just to kind of see what I come up with. But yes, you know, what I have right now is enough. Do I want more? Of course I do. But do I need to embrace some of the things that I already have? Because if we all kind of look in the mirror, we'll all pretty much figure out or know that what we have is enough, I think. All right, so reflection. All right, what would you do? This is what we talked about yesterday. If you guys want to share, please feel free to do so. I'm gonna speak to it myself here. Reflection. What would you do if you loved yourself unconditionally? How can you act on these things even when you don't love yourself unconditionally? All right. So here is what I came up with on that. All right. And we kind of just already talked about it. Force yourself to do 1 new thing per month just for you. Court yourself. Do you guys know what that means? Courting, you know, date yourself, you know, take yourself on a date. Just force yourself to do 1 thing per month. Andy, I'm talking specifically to you. 1 thing per month. All right. I want you to think this is going to help you. Okay. This is going to help you, all of you, not just Andy at this point, but everybody. Help me. Think of a compassionate thing that you've done for someone else, because everybody here on this live, you know, if you listen to me every day, you've got some compassion in your heart, because that's all I talk about is love and compassion and, you know, all these, you know, touchy-feely kind of things, because that's the type of person that I am. And so everyone on here has compassion, I feel, anyway. So I want you to think of a compassionate thing that you've done for someone else. Just think of something that you've done for someone else, okay, where you showed compassion, all right? And here's what I want you to do with that, okay? I want you to think about that. And then I want you to think of how you can do that same compassionate thing that you did for someone else for yourself. Okay? That's your assignment. One of many, because, you know, I always task you with stuff. So think of a compassionate thing that you've done for someone else, and think about how you can do that very same thing for yourself. We're all worthy of our own love, right? And like I told you, think about it, guys, and I'm not doing this purposely, but doesn't everything always come back to love? Everything comes back to love. Everything. You know, love yourself, love others, you know, unconditional love, compassion, everything comes back to love. Everything. All right. So, that was reflection. Okay. A compassionate thing that you've done for someone else to do for yourself. Okay. For me, it's, you know, I vacation a lot, and I'm always inviting people to come and spend time with me, you know, here at home. And I love, you know, spending time with people. There's a lot of compassionate things that I do, you know, and I do take care of myself too. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. I do take time for myself. It's just a little unbalanced at times, and that's okay too. But anyway, I want to task you with that. All right. So now let's talk about tomorrow's writing prompts. Write about a time when your work felt real, necessary, and satisfying to you. Yes. Good reflection topic, right? Write about a time when your work felt real, necessary, and satisfying to you. I could write a novel on this topic, but I won't. All right, so that's tomorrow's writing prompt. Reflection exercise. All right, this is what I want you guys to do. Now, I really want everybody to participate in this, okay? Even those of you who don't engage but watch every day, I know who you are, and I want you to engage. I'm inviting you to engage. Reflection exercise. Before I say that, Andy's put something in the box, and I want to read it. I don't even know what that would be, Tiff. And yet at work, I should just keep these glasses on. But I see the little ring light in my glasses when I'm reading. Okay. And yet at work, I'm constantly doing things to make others happy. Make popcorn for the faculty, put notes in people's boxes, put candy in the faculty room. They call me the faculty room fairy. Well, that's beautiful. So do things for yourself, Andy. Why do you have such a hard time doing things for yourself? You got to work on that. You got to do stuff for yourself, you know. And doing for others makes people happy. It makes me happy. I'm that person too, but I still do things for myself. I still take that time out and do things for myself. You have to do that. People that are watching and engaging, tell Andy she's got to do things for herself. All right. So your reflection exercise is, I want everybody to participate in this. This is easy, guys. So those of you who like to watch but not share, This is an easy one, and you don't have to speak to it, but I want you to participate in this exercise, and even message me if you want to, okay? But what I want you guys to do is search for a quote that describes your outlook or philosophy on life and explain why. Okay, that's what I want to see tomorrow. Search for a quote that describes your outlook or philosophy on life and explain why. All right, I don't want you to write a book, okay? I just want you to find a quote that defines your outlook on life. Could be 3 words, could be 1 sentence, you know, not a paragraph, right? Quotes are very short, concise, and to the point. But what I do want you to spend time on is telling us why. Explain why that's important to you, okay? And, you know, keep it just a couple of sentences, all right? So again, writing prompt for tomorrow, write about a time when your work felt real, necessary, and satisfying to you. And your reflection exercise is search for a quote that describes your outlook or philosophy on life and explain why. All right, before we go, I'm going to read the last comment here by Karen. If I can, there we go. Oh, Karen says, we're doing a Facebook Live at 5 today featuring COVID-19 healthy family meals, budget stretchers. And she puts the link on there, 5 o'clock. Okay, Karen, I'm going to try to jump on that. I got a webinar this afternoon, so, and a meeting after that, so I'm not sure how, you know, if I can get on, it's going to be a little bit late probably, but I am definitely going to try to get on there. You guys, check this out. Karen's got this good stuff here. And Karen also says, Andy, I want you to take baby steps while you're doing for others. At least include your favorites, snacks, colors, patterns, etc. Oh, this is such great advice. I get it. You enjoy making others feel good. You can be a part of the others too. That's such a great idea. Great idea. I love it. I love it. I love what we offer each other. It's wonderful stuff. All right. Okay. So you guys got your assignment. You know what you need to do. Let's come back tomorrow. Let's continue to help each other. I want you to enjoy this beautiful day if you can get outside. I don't know what's happening in New York. I know I got a lot of people from different places that watch, you know, my New York family, my Virginia family, but do something today for yourself. Enjoy your day. My dogs are barking. I got to run. Have a great day. Love you guys for sharing every single day, and we will chat tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye now.